Hey guys, M13 here, and I think it's that time of year. I'm going to announce my 2012 private series. For those of you that don't know, every year, for the last 3 years, maybe 4, I've done oh, what the hell? Ducati? No. That's good. She's doubling her, and the girl's standing straight up on the back rest thing. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, for the, what kind of bike is that? Dual exhaust on the right. It's red. It's got a red frame, which is what's confusing me. Maybe a Benelli? Excuse me. I'm trying to catch the motorcycle. Yeah. Kind of looks like a Ducati, but the tail lights are kind of... Yeah, it is Ducati. This is Ducati on. My first guess was right. So, yeah, every year I do a private series. The first couple of years, I recorded the series first, and then I announced it, and then I sent you links to like 20 videos, and that was it in an email. But in 2010, I had the idea of, instead of just doing like a 2-hour series, look at this guy, he's like trying to like stare everyone down. Instead of doing just like 20 videos and just uploading them and giving them to you in one email, I thought it'd be better, what I could do is just create like a private channel. And it's like, you need a password, and then it's like a whole channel that I upload to on a regular basis for a few months anyways, for about, it's like the 2011 channel, or I'm still uploading to it, not very frequently lately at all, but I still do upload to it. For the, when you first get it, I'm uploading to it every other day. So it's yeah. So for a few months, you get a whole channel that I get a channel that I'm like uploading to regularly, and then it tapers off. You get roughly 6 hours worth of footage for $10, and that's cheap. I haven't had any complaints from my 2010 or 2011 series. 2008, 2009, I had a couple of people complain, but in general, people like them. People still buy them regularly, the old ones. You can, in the video description, there's a link to my older series. And I suggest, if you haven't ever bought a series and you're interested in buying one, buy the 2010 or 2011 first. Don't get this one first, because then, you got to wait. First of all, this is the pre-purchase time, where it's a little bit cheaper. It's $10 in pre-purchase, and then when it gets released, the price goes up a bit. So, oh, what are you fucking doing, man? Oh, jeez. What's he doing? Seriously. He's going at a walking pace. And I hate these, and then you get, what the fuck are you doing, man? I'm not even allowed to pass you legally. Put on your 4-ways or something if you want to ride super slow. What are you doing? You looking for something on the ground? He's going at like walking speed, and I'm not legally allowed to pass him. Okay, now he's slowing down. What, is your bike broken, man, or what? That's your... You don't want to be pulling in front of me when I'm in a bad mood, because I'll fucking hit you. I will. Like, I actually saw him, and I had time to stop, but I was just like, nah, let's just carry this through and see where it goes. That was my thinking. I've actually had that happen a couple of times, with my car especially. Like, there'll be other cars that are just like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to hit them. I could stop. It's generally like, I know I have the right of way, and they're pulling out in front of me, and I'm like, oh, I could stop, but, I think it'll be more interesting if I just go. Yeah, so, private series, what kind of things do you see in it? I ride crazier. Like, I still get the odd request, like, you used to ride crazier, and why don't you ride crazy? And it's like, I still do ride crazy, but when I ride crazy, it goes to my private series. You want to see me riding fast and dangerous, and, swerving between cars and doing this and that, get my private series. because there's legalities involved with putting that kind of stuff on public YouTube. What other stuff? I also use. I get. I'm a bit more free in using music on the private series. I write a bit quicker. Sometimes I talk about things that are a bit more personal or private. Some of the videos are just like R-rated, like big time, in some of my older series. No guarantee I'll be doing that for 2012. Yeah, it's just pretty much if you like my channel, if you like me, and you want to send me some support, as well as seeing some of the kind of behind-the-scene things or secret things, and some of my better videos as well. I recently there was a video I made that I thought was hilarious, but it was a bit over the top. It was a bit too. It was a bit too, just too me. It was too M13. So. But I thought it was one of my funniest videos ever. I honestly thought it was like up in the top 3 funniest videos I've ever made. Like when I was reviewing the video, I was like laughing hard, but I wasn't sure if I could put it on YouTube or not, and so I didn't. I put it on my private channel, the 2011 private channel. So yeah. So the links are in the video. I use the money for. Oh yeah, and this year for 2012, I talked about it with my wife, and she was okay with it. I'm gonna do something entirely new. Pretty much. I'm thinking, is it? Yeah, it is. I'm gonna go somewhere new. And when I say somewhere new, I mean like a different country. Like the lead runners right now. Like I'm just, I still haven't made a decision, but. Someplace like the Philippines or maybe Vietnam. So I'm going to go somewhere where I don't speak the language, and I'm just going to hop on a scooter and then do a road trip, and I'm going to document it, and it should be interesting. It should be dangerous and interesting. My wife and kid will probably come along, but they won't come with me on the road. They'll stay at we'll get like a hotel somewhere, and then they'll stay at the hotel, and then because flights, I'm already in Asia, so a flight to the places around here they're cheap. It's like, yeah, and and that'll be our 2012 kind of like vacation thing. So anyway, yeah, that's the kind of thing that's coming up in the 2012 series, and I also use the money towards updating my editing programs, updating my computer. I try to update my computer because when you're handling large video editing, takes a shitload of power if you didn't know that. And it's nothing to do with the fact that I want to play Crysis 2 on full settings. It's not just, I'm kidding. I don't even own Crysis 2. But yeah, you need a good graphics card, and you need a strong computer for doing video editing. Video editing is one of the most labor-intensive things you can do on a computer. So that's it's generally each year I use the money from my private series to upgrade my computer, or maybe buy new cameras if I can think of something that's better. I know, the camera that I'm using right now, I've been using it for years, and people are of course you're gonna say GoPro, but GoPro you have to hook up a separate microphone, and it's not in the helmet. I like it being in the helmet, and I don't like I don't like extra wires. I like to keep it as simple and as free as possible. I like to be able to just be riding along with no camera hooked up or anything, and then just pull it out of my pocket, lift up my visor, slide it in, close the visor, go. Not pull the bike over, stop, put a camera on top of my head, and then push the button, and then hook up an external microphone that runs. It's other people want to do that. That's cool, but I like to keep it free. It's not so much about being lazy. It's about being able to just be riding along and think of something, and just be able to just within a couple of seconds start recording and talking about it, not pulling over and setting stuff up to record, and then by that time it feels kind of forced, So yeah, but I am gonna take a look. There are some new blogging cameras out that might work better than the one I'm using. Yeah, I think this is great. So, you know, and I appreciate the support. In the past, I'm doing a bit better for money right now, but still, you know, my income is not. It's not stable. Let's leave it at that. And yeah, it's a really scary thought. I don't like to think about it. So that, you know, in the past, these private series have really helped me. Like, they've really helped me. In the past, a lot of times what I do is like, I take the money that I get from the private series and I just put it in the bank. And then I don't, in the past, I wasn't earning enough money month to month to live. So I'd have to, you know, I'd get my pay and it wouldn't be enough. And then I'd go to the bank and take a little money out from, like, the private series, and that would just be enough to get by. And then the next month I would do the same thing. So it was like the private series each year that got me through month to month. And it was always disappointing too, because, you know, I'd get a certain amount of money, and I couldn't really use it for anything because I just had to use it to, like, pay the rent. But yeah, I'm doing a bit better, and I'm going to be doing something totally new. Like, I'm excited, man. Like, Philippines, Vietnam. I haven't been. You know, like, I'm in Asia. I've been to Hong Kong a bunch of times, and that's it. You know, that's it. I haven't been to Japan. I haven't been to Thailand, even though everyone has been to Thailand. Like, my wife's been to Thailand. I haven't been. So I'm excited. It'll be an experience, and you guys will get to share it with me, and I'll document the whole thing. I'll get a transvestite. I'll video that. Actually, there's some crazy shit that you can video in Thailand, and if it's a private series, I can upload it. So there you go. 2012 private series. Check the video description if you're interested, and if not, then go fuck yourself. No, I'm just kidding. If you're not, that's fine. It's fine. No one's forcing you. Oh, please don't run the red. Those two guys are running from the cops. Let's go tackle them. I think the cop's waiting. Like, look at this van here. See, this is a one-way road, and there's a van going the wrong way down a one-way towards a cop. And now look at him. He's pulling over. He's like, I need to turn around. Yeah, that cop needs to move over more if he wants to catch people. This is a one-way road, and just recently, see this writing on the side here? Just recently, they said scooters can go both ways. See, how cool is that? There's actually a few in this city, like just in this area. There's maybe 3 roads that I know of that are like this. It's a one-way road for cars, but scooters are allowed to go the opposite direction, which makes sense because scooters and motorcycles are just, you know, they're so thin. They can fit on the side and they don't disturb the flow of traffic. Because what you had happening to begin with was this was a one-way road. Or this is a one-way road, but scooters generally ignored the rule and would go both ways. And then one day they said, yeah, it makes sense. Well, why should they have to follow the one-way rule? And they just gave them their own lane. Yeah, so, and you know, thanks in advance for everybody. Like I said, this is pre-purchase right now, so well, the video description will explain it. You add cents. It's $10.12 for the 2012 private series, and if you want to get one of the older series, and I do recommend that, the 2010, 2011. That's like 6 hours of footage. There's some good videos on there. The 2010 and 2011 series have me doing a tour around Taiwan twice on each of the series. So that's 4 times. I do the entire island of Taiwan 4 times on those 2 private series. So if you buy the 2010, here's another car going the wrong way. Will the cop get this guy? Or no, he's going to turn off. Yeah, he sees the cop. He's going to turn off. They got horses over there, and they got an inflatable thingy over there. And a bunch of guys wearing orange. Oh, you know what those guys are doing? They're selling cars. They do this sometimes. They just the dealership will just take some of the cars out, and they'll go to it. And it's test drive, so like test cars, and they'll just take it to a place like this where people are gathering, and if you want to drive it, drive it. Nissan. Neither one appeals to me. Road shit here. Yeah, so just check the link in the video description, and yeah, that's it. Don't fall down. If you fall down, hold on, okay?
Okay.
And then it won't fly away. You still have to hold on your hand. Woo, hold on.